Where'd the other processor go? Did the other one get moved?
There is one. There's one down by the other landing, and then there's this one up here.
Oh yeah, the target kits.
I'm joining, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm in the Tiger Cat one up on top.
What do you want? What do you want done?
Oh, I have no idea. There's no plan. No rhyme, no reason, man.
The plan is to kill tree stand.
Yeah, that's right.
Get some volunteers.
That's exactly it. Murder the trees. In whatever way we see fit.
I guess I could hop in a forward, I guess. As soon as we get done synchronizing, we'll find trees to pick up.
Oh, I'll jump in John Deere.
Oh, we do.
A lot of synchronizing today.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot more people. Quite good.
Yeah.
So after the synchronizing episode, you'll see some logging.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first episode of synchronizing. Oh, speaking of episodes, I should probably get my little timer dealio here.
Where are we?
Stopwatch. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh no, I cannot set my POV. No.
Oh, you can't set your POV.
Oh, so
No,
it's
it's
shorts. Short logs. Oh, where are we cutting? 6s? Berg, what were you cutting last time? You remember? 6s? I'm
No,
assuming.
we're loading longs.
Oh, we were.
I think
now
we
I see a
were-
bunch of
Yeah,
shorts
I think
here.
it's 12.
They look like 6s.
Oh yeah, you
good
switched.
guess.
Yeah, you switched.
Yeah,
We were gonna do a.
We were-
next.
last time I remember, we were cutting 6s.
That's alright. We will continue to cut
Yeah.
6s.
Switch to 6. I think.
At least that's what I remember.
Yeah, 6s are good.
I don't know. I just have one.
Until the game crashes, then we're not good.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah, there's no really rhyme or reason. Just jump in a machine, have fun, build a fort.
Yeah, it's just we already have a lot of good stuff. It just wasn't to lag the whole thing out.
Yeah, and if there's too many people, we can still keep cutting on that other landing too.
Oh,
We don't all have to be
Well-
on this one.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's quite enough just for this one.
Yeah, I'll move over to the other landing.
Yeah, whatever you want, don't matter. Don't matter. Kill trees
How's that
here,
for
kill
you?
trees there.
How's that for you? How's that for you,
Where-
Fiscal?
What?
Hang on, let me back up a bit more.
Yeah.
Where's the other landing? Is it this one right over here, right next to this?
Yeah, it's the basically wherever the other processor is there,
Oh,
down
okay.
below. I don't think there's anything. There's just a pile of stuff cut, but we can start cutting again down there. I think there's a forwarder still down there too, or maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember.
there's one in the spawn.
Good right there, Jake.
Paper.
Okay, I'm gonna start cutting longs again up here. I'll just leave this one little pile of shorts to piss off somebody.
How dare you?
Because
Am I cutting
12s will be
fives?
faster and less lag. When we got this many people, we probably shouldn't be cutting
6s.
shorts. Yeah,
Right.
longs are
Oh
probably
yeah,
good.
so we're cutting long?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 12s.
Okay.
At least up where I am. If you got a pile of 6s and you want to finish it off, go ahead. It's all good.
Oh yeah, I've already started, so yeah, we'll
Yeah.
cut this little bunch.
All good.
Bit different this time, I finally got joystick.
You got what, sorry?
I got joysticks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that.
Welcome
There
to the
you go.
party.
It's
Welcome to the
Is
real
it?
party.
an absolute game changer, isn't it?
It's,
Oh, man.
It is. Total.
Change of the
it's
world.
a total. Yes. night and day difference.
Oh yeah.
And
I wouldn't play it
You can
without
do
joysticks. If they didn't have joysticks,
all your
I'd never
motions
play it
at
again.
once. Yeah, you can do all your motions at once. You don't have to stop.
And that's exactly what I said. Like, you know, like there's a dedicated button for every motion.
Right.
Oh, track
Yep.
those piles up there. You can bring that one, but just leave those other piles. We're just doing roadside up here.
Alright.
Don't worry about skidding them down here, just because it's gonna be a pain in the butt for you to skid those down here, as you're about to experience. But yeah, just leave them where they fall up there. But use that grinder to clean up stumps and stuff. If that's kind of why we brought that guy up here. Just keep her clean. It's all right. We'll just have one really big deck here. Then the loader doesn't have to move.
Just a random question: does anybody have any issues with like depth perception?
I think everybody
Yes.
does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There is no.
Yeah.
There is no depth perception
Okay.
in this game. Yeah. You have to guess.
Okay, that makes me feel so much better.
You,
Yeah.
you do,
Yes.
you do get better. You will get better with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
But it's always an issue, definitely.
Yeah, there is no depth perception. There's no stereoscopic, so you can't really judge anything. Although in VR, if you use that Vorpex program, it creates like kind of a false stereoscopic, and man, I can load so good. It's so crazy.
You can do VR with this game?
Yep, it's not great, but it's sort of okay. I was really hoping for that in the next game. That was a huge disappointment to hear that they don't have VR support,
Right.
Yeah, but you can,
along with a lot of other
you
disappointments.
can load no matter. You can load good no matter what you do.
Yeah, right? Time and effort, man. Spend enough time.
Yeah.
Another trick is to look at the shadows. Sometimes the shadows can really be telling when you're doing stuff. Like where your head is floating, where the tree's going. But yeah, depth perception in general, if there's no stereoscopic, you're kind of screwed. But
Does anybody have experience with face tracker for webcam?
for
I got
which?
a buddy that uses it.
So, track IR, is that what you said?
Yeah, it uses
Yeah,
like
something like
6.
that.
It uses like 6 gigabytes of RAM. So if you're low on RAM,
Oh.
it's probably not the best idea. But if you have plenty of RAM, it's definitely a good
Is that
idea.
the thing where you put the thing on your head or whatever? The hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I tried that.
I was looking for something today, and you can download a program that face recognizes through your webcam.
Yeah, they have all kinds of crazy stuff now. It even tracks your eyes. And some of them do, you know.
Trippy. No, I like VR better. I've tried all the IR different stuff, and I don't know. This make me violently motion sick. I don't like them.
Oh,
Oh, gotcha.
But
okay.
VR doesn't for whatever reason, unless
Yeah,
it's really
if you
jittery.
have a
But
budget.
See, I'm the opposite. VR will make me sick. And
yeah, I don't know. IR tracking is just I don't know, a little weird. I don't think it
Yeah.
works super well in this game either. You have to have 0 lag of any kind, or 0 like FPS drop of any kind.
Yeah.
So it never worked for multiplayer. It might work for single player, but definitely not for multiplayer. Alright. Yeah, that other landing, just do whatever. Doesn't really matter. Cut trees, move in a direction, follow it all. Really doesn't matter. This one, I have no idea. We're just going up the hill as high as we can go. Top of the mountain.
Yep. I'm aiming.
Yeah, well, it looks like the new game is going to be a big clone of this one, so good and bad, I guess. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed to see the least. It's not a freaking whole lot going on.
I'm a little excited about the sound engine. That's about it. The new sounds, I guess.
I am and I'm
Pretty
not.
much all I could say.
I am,
Yeah, I
but
guess it's probably gonna
if
bring
you have
some
to
issues.
torque up the machines as high as I have them to actually make them operable, the sound engine's going to be a nightmare. So I don't know.
Gotcha.
We'll see how it bases it.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch
Seems
more
like it's more
experimental.
like-
I'm hoping they do all right with like the tree falling sounds, because that's been one of my issues with this game.
That's gonna be a
is
nightmare.
Yeah, I hope it's all right. I don't know. I hope they do maybe something.
How are
good
they
there.
gonna implement it? This is my thing. I don't understand is. So if you have a machine, even if you're using their in-game buncher or processor or whatever, how are they going to implement that sound effect to the cut of a machine? That's my thing. So if I go in with a buncher head and I'm like whipping down trees, is every tree I hit going to make a falling sound just dynamically now? Or because that'll be friggin' stupid.
That will be very annoying.
Yeah. So it'll be like every single time I hit. So if I go cut 5 trees, it's going to be like delayed hits of like
I hope that. I hope that.
Like that's what I'm predicting. And then if that's the case, then I'll have to find a way to get rid of that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
Whenever they say like new features like that, I'm like, oh man, how are we going to get around that?
Yeah, in the past, it seems like sounds have caused nothing but problems, right?
Yeah. Even for this game, if you were able to torque the machines properly, like, I realize they have like a gear ratio thing and all that to set it up, but like, when you have to weight the machines properly to make them heavy enough to actually operate well, you have to torque the gears up and the differentials and the motor and the RPMs up so high to actually match the speeds that the sounds don't work to the engine properly, so everything seems a little weird sounding.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see how that. It looks like they have their putting out like an actual sound editor kind of dealio with it this time. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Have you seen a single log thing in their announcements?
Nope. No, I complained on their YouTube about that. I'm like, what about logging? Show us something.
I'm a bit surprised by that.
Yeah, I think the only thing they briefly said was
just talking about the chains or whatever.
Yeah.
But if they're not showing off anything about logging, then it obviously hasn't changed, because they would be, you know, those guys are looking for anything to showcase in those videos, yeah. So they're like, you know, if there was some big amazing change, then they'd be like, hey. The only good thing about it that I see as a modern map maker is the occlusion culling. That's the only thing I'm actually excited for if it works properly, because that way I could have a forest of, you know, 5,000 trees, but the first 50 trees will hide the trees behind them so they don't render, and then the frame rate will be higher, so you can have huge forests in theory without having to have all the issues of frame rate loss potentially.
I hope that is as good as they say, right?
It's one of those like maybe
it seems like, you know, like FS22 is like, you know, obviously it's like very similar to FS19. All they've done is just sort of just fix some band-aids.
Yeah,
put some band-aids on a couple of
to me
things.
it feels like a patch.
Key features. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everything they implemented into FS22 they could have released as a patch for FS19, to be honest. That's how I feel.
But isn't that sort of like a normal thing? Like, you know, hey, we're bringing out a new game, but
it's like Call of Duty.
Is just put some band-aids on it.
It's the Call of Duty Assassin's Creed effect, where it's the exact same game, they just change it a little.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Everybody's so scared to change, it seems like. I don't know.
Well, and like everyone's like, oh my god, these new features,
good, man.
These new features are so amazing, but they're not. They're actually features like occlusion culling's been around since like 2004.
I was gonna say, it should have been in here years ago.
Yeah, like a long time ago. So I don't know.
And the gear shifting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that, but that should have been. It's a simulator.
Dude, that's been around since 2013 as a mod.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. It's just feels like they're a little bit behind the wheel on a lot of stuff, and it's just like such a slow, laggy development of the game. That's like, eh.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that FarmCon, I was not impressed, to be honest. But I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way.
Lots for farming. I mean, it is farming simulator. I get that, but
yeah, but even on the farming side, like not a lot, you know, like
exactly.
Like, oh, look at us! Your Frostworth are prettier.
Yeah. Well, and their parallax mapping for the ground. All right, so yeah, a little bit better, but not not game changing, you know? They didn't do like the Vorpexel stuff where it's like really nice, actually detailed ground. It's just like a tiny little stignant of the ground. If you go watch the actual video of the guy when he did it, he's like, oh look, this is with it on, and then, or this is with it off, and then this is with it on, and it's like such a minute change, like it's barely anything at all. It's like, oh, the rocks look slightly more out of the ground, maybe a little bit, but it's not night and day difference. It's not like proper 3D ground texturing like Unreal Engine does, or, you know, I don't know. It just feels like we didn't really go anywhere.
It's bad when even farming YouTubers grieving for content right now.
Yeah, well, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might actually be like a big thing as a whole, because like, you know, we've only seen sort of, you know, snippets of it, like bits and pieces of it, but I suppose as a whole, like if you're looking at it like on a map, it might, who knows? I mean, it might actually make a difference. I
think my biggest beef again was like the foliage effect, all the ground stuff. Like the grass and stuff still looks like it was just plastered on with lots of spacing on it, and I absolutely hate that. And they also have no texture blending, like ground blending, like they had. So they had it in FS19, like when you're map editing. So it's basically where you're able to skew and blend texture on the ground to make the texture kind of roll nice. Wasn't in 19, so then there's always a huge nasty gap between the ground texture and the grass texture. So it's just like a cut line instead of like a blend. And yeah, I don't think they're bringing it back, to be honest. They said it used up too much memory, and I'm like, I friggin' absolutely doubt that, but whatever. Yeah.
Now we're also talking about the wind change as well.
It blows the wind, the grass in different directions or some shit.
Yeah, how it's not like everything's not moving in the same direction anymore.
Yeah. In theory.
In theory.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like, look at species and companies, and yeah, you just implement things that other people made for you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, that's impressive.
Right? Well, that's it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what? New game. Screw it. Maybe it'll be better. They got DirectX 12 support. That's a bit of a step in the right direction.
That's yep.
So it'll look better. It should be able to render a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's about the only thing. I hope they optimized a little better. I just hope multiplayer's better. I mean, they can make the same game with multiplayer's better.
Yeah, exactly. Multiplayer is where I want to see improvements. They said that there's something they did for multiplayer that they haven't announced yet, but I never heard about what that was.
Big stack.
Are you still off?
Alright.
I swear to God.
Echo.
No, but I was pretty excited
I don't think
about
anybody heard that.
You wrote about FDR with the new modeling and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about that.
That's exciting.
That's exciting, yeah.
Say again, brother.
You want to lock your straps?
Super exciting.
Yeah, we'll see. I got one in the pipe right now that I got a really good guy working on, so we'll see.
Alright, go for it.
It's not cheap though. Those guys are expensive. But that's alright. It's all good.
Oh my
I'm just doing it really slow for the next game, one machine at a time. And I'm trying to make them all kind of their own, you know, proper units with nice interiors and shit, but we'll see how it goes. It's a lot of work and a lot of time.
For quality mods, I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, that's it, right? The problem with every time a new game comes out is everybody just does this bum rush where they want to be the first one to get a whatever out. I'm not doing that this time, because I was like that before Q. I was like, yeah, I want to be first. Now I'm like, I don't give a shit. I just want it to be good. I don't care about being first.
You also have a very good base.
Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about rushing because everybody else.
We want quality, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
And we'll get that. Well, at least for this price, we better get that, because good lord. But Buddy's previous work is pretty amazing, so I think we'll get a good result. It'll just be a blend of trying to get it really performance friendly at the same time as, you know, looking nice. So.
Yeah.
Because some of these models, like, they get a little out of hand. They get just way too many polys, and then you throw them in the game, and they're like, ah, holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So the transition from from 19 to 22, is it going to be a challenge for you? Like just to sort of bring everything. Like,
you know, I don't know.
Obviously, what you've created.
According to them, like I listened to lots of the FarmCon stuff, and according to them, it's like the XML and all that stuff is very, very similar. So I'm hoping it's like pretty much the same. So then when I bring over stuff like implements and processor heads and that kind of stuff, I should be able to be very similar setup. But we'll see. They always change something silly to make it so you have to redo a bunch of stuff. So. Because last time they changed like the way one of the programming code ends was, and it was just like some stupid little, like it was a capitalization of a word, and it just screwed so much stuff up. So instead of it being like, I can't remember what the hell it was something to do with, what was it? Oh, it was true and false was the one. So in the first, like in the original games, when you did true and false as an option for whether an axis spins a certain way, it was always capitalized. So true or false was always capitalized. And now in the new one, they made it so it's not capitalized. Or like in 2019, they made it so it wasn't. So any mods that I had before, I had to go through and change true and false to lower capitalization. Because then everything, because it wouldn't even load the XML. It just said that was like an error, a nil argument. And I'm like, really? Guys, like why? Just because capitalization. And I guarantee it's not like a, oh my god, we saved so much performance by doing this. It's just like some guy just changed it for fun or something. I have no idea. Makes no sense.
Yeah, one person thought, you know what, I'm going to put an apostrophe here.
Yeah, literally. That's yeah. Because me and a couple other moderators were talking, and I was like, why did they do this? Well, same thing that drives me nuts is the i3D mapping files. So at the very bottom of an XML, they have a name that points to a node. So basically every object on these machines are made up of a number, like a key number that references it. So like the boom is 001774, that's the boom, and then 00175 is the stick or something like that, right? So before you used to be able to just, and I mean you still can, but you used to be able to just directly choose that node. So if I want the boom to move, I'm going to say I want 00074 to move because that's the boom, right? But now they changed it, and I have no idea why. They changed it so that you call it something, you say, oh, this is the boom, and then you point to the bottom of the XML that says, oh, this is 00074. Instead of just pointing directly to the node, they add like an extra step for like, I have no idea why. It must be an internal thing for when they're working as a team or something, but oh, it's just like so dumb. And then when I found out you didn't have to do it, I was like, okay, not doing that anymore. That's stupid. But if you're a modder and you go to the bottom of an XML file, when you open it up, it has like this pile of crap in there with a bunch of names and numbers attached to it, and you're like, it just really doesn't need to be there. But it's probably, like I said, something to do with their team and how they trade it to departments or something. I have no idea. But just stupid steps like that that just add like hours of extra work for not really that much gain.
Can you grab that there, Jake?
Yeah, bro.
But modding's a wild world. Lots of goodies. But we'll see.
I didn't want to try to grab that piece and mess the whole entire truckload up.
Yeah, and then the next game, my biggest conflict right now is deciding, and I don't know, it's a 50-50 mix thing of attachments versus solid body. So I think in the next game, because this processor script is kind of a specialized script that somebody else made to make it so that you can detach it from the body, but I don't like that you can't have your processor cutter screen inside the vehicle. Like, I hate having it on the boom. It just looks stupid. So I think in the next game, if I do create the processors the same way, I'm going to make them attached to the actual bodies. I'm not going to have them as detachable, because I don't like having the processor heads not showing this display proper and having to connect heads and readjust them. And so I think that's going to change in the next one.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, I'd prefer to not have attachments anymore. I'm pretty sick of having to attach heads on things. I don't know why. I just think it's stupid. I'd rather just buy my loader that has my head on it that I want already and just go. But then again, you got variety, so I don't know. It's a lot of pissing around. The problem is if you decide you want to change something on one grapple, then you got to go through every machine and change it, as opposed to changing it one time and then. So. All sacrifices you gotta make. Yeah.
Where's the
can run every machine.
grinder?
You prefer.
Where's the grinder hiding?
Oh, there's one up. Oh, where are you? Second landing or?
We're down the bottom.
I don't know. There should be one down there somewhere. In theory.
I'm somewhere where I don't know where I am.
Help! I've fallen. I can't get up. Let's.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll see. The next
I
game
can't wait
is
for
coming.
the free trailer pack to come out on the 11th.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, those are actually working really good. I was just doing some testing last night with those, and
yeah, I'm super excited for those.
And then in the update, the skidders got their weight back because holy shit, those were getting annoying. We were using them in multiplayer, and they just the one thing that have never really been updated for weights, and yeah, they were really bad. But now they're like back to being beefy, where you can grab a huge load and just cruise with it, no problem.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they still
make a six-wheeler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, trust me, I've had that request for a bit.
Especially noticed it in the swing boom.
Yeah, the swing boom is the absolute pain in the ass with these weights. Like, it just sucks.
Yeah.
It's just like tippy.
Yeah.
Now, it still tips a teeny bit if you get like a crazy load of like 20 logs, but like
that's realistic.
That's realistic. But currently, it's way too underweighted.
Yeah.
But 11th, it'll be all solved.
Sweet
Which
deal.
is what, next week, isn't it? Or week after next?
Yeah. Something like.
Are we in August
I'm
yet?
looking at the calendar.
No, tomorrow we're in August.
Tomorrow. So yeah, the 11th is it's the next Sunday.
No, actually, well, for
Should be Wednesday, isn't it?
I'm looking at September. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar now. Oh, never mind. I'm
Wednesday,
looking at
right?
July.
Yeah, it's gonna be Wednesday.
It's usually a Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, we have no grinder.
That'll be next Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, not this week, but the week after, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be
You're
good.
good there, official?
Still got a little bit of testing I want to do, but
What's up?
You're good there, brother?
Yep, go for it.
Sweet.
I guess the only thing that I would kind of be opposed to about the attachment thing is if I was trying to do like maybe like a start from scratch, I would have to buy a whole different machine.
yeah, as opposed to just working on
That's
pieces.
That would be the only thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. And
But-
like I said, it's so up in the air. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think the only one I want to do attached to the machine properly is just processors. I don't really want to do it with
Yeah, I would
grapples.
be good with that. Yeah.
But just because I
Heck
want
yeah.
the screen inside the cab, that's the biggest one. I hate having that stupid
Right.
nib on there. It looks retarded.
Right.
Don't like that at all. But yeah, and the processors, like a lot of people have trouble with the dangle heads because they don't connect them to the bodies correctly. Like I've seen videos of other people playing and stuff,
Right.
and they don't realize by hitting G you can readjust the head.
Tilt it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
in an actual, like, you know, one that was fixed, or not fixed, but, you know, like it was set to the machine, I could make sure it dangles in a proper range without having to adjust
Right.
anything. It's just always going to be perfect. So I think I'm going to do that in the next one.
Right.
But it's going to be a lot of work and time and fun times around for everybody.
I did not even notice that. I
What's
was
that?
like, wait, really? And
Pretty nice. Yeah,
See?
it's really nice.
What, by hitting G or what?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, see? Exactly. Most people don't know that or just didn't figure it out. Which is fine if you're using other heads, like fixed heads, because you move the thing around anyway. But
Yeah.
anytime you throw a dangle on there, it's like, people are like, oh, it's so stupid, I can't use it because it's always floating in the air. And it's like, well, you got to adjust your boom, man.
Yeah, it works really nice when you have it nice,
Yeah.
you know, flat. For me, I have it tilted a little bit.
Yeah, I
way,
have
but
like,
it's
yeah, mine's like
somewhat
a,
flat.
not quite a 45 towards me, but pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. It's the sacrifice of having attachments. But we'll see. We'll see what we do in the next one. It's always a mystery. And then controls. We'll see how controls go in the next one. I'd like to do similar
Yeah.
to what I have now, because I actually really like this setup, but I don't know if it's going to be able to implement that or not.
I sure hope so, but I do wish that maybe that they could set it up somehow, or maybe you or something could set it up to where you could have the machines, the pedals kind of more similar to real life.
Oh man, yeah, I don't like that at all in this. Well, it used to be like I used to be able to in 17, run it where, you know, push both forward, it goes forward, one left, one right. But now it's like, yeah, one or the other direction. You either go forward or you go left or you go right. There's no other option of like kind of like spinning it. But I don't know if that's ever going to be something we can do or not. Again, all things that we'll get to play with in the next game before it's 1100 patches that change it. Shouldn't even start modding for that game until like 6 months after it's been out, because they usually patch it so many times that...
Get all the bugs.
Yeah. Usually they don't mess around with the controls unless there's problems, but man, I've had some funny experiences early on.
They said that they were changing something with the controls on the FarmCon, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were trying to make it more user friendly.
Yeah, maybe you should label them better.
Right. Instead of some
I think they were just trying to
weird crap.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to limit the amount of controls, or the amount of buttons that you have to press.
Oh yeah, but you know what?
Commands.
Like, that's the problem, is now they're starting to tailor towards console stuff, right? And that's what drives me nuts. Because on console, you don't have very many buttons to work with, right? There's just not a lot there. So you have to really dumb the shit down like a lot. So now they're like, oh, we need less buttons. But then people on PC who have, you know, joysticks and control panels and all this stuff, then they make it, yeah, they really knock it down for simulator people. And I don't know.
They do.
Eventually, we're just going to have a game where you push one button and just farms the whole friggin' thing and does it all itself, and you don't have to do anything. It's pretty much what we're getting to. Right? Yeah, I don't know.
Just take that.
Ah. You're very bugger.
Well, I ran out of trees.
Keep going, never stop. Let's go up the hill. Just drive up. Straight up the hill. Wait, can we get up there? Where are we on the map here?
Yeah. We
You
can
coming
go
down
up,
there, Chase?
we can go up in the corner here, up on the road that leads towards 9, and then we can go up the hill from there. But I can reach the platform up here from the
Oh
road.
yeah, I see. Yeah, let's here, I'll build like I'll smooth it out so you can actually get up there properly. Oops, right into that rock. Smart, Jordan. I'll bleed this hill out a little.
Made it.
Yeah, the
nice.
ground
Yeah,
tools
nice
look a little bit
road
better
for you guys.
than the new ones, so that would be good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh yeah, the new
Yeah.
build. Yeah.
It looks pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
A few piles here, a few piles there.
There's a couple exciting features.
Yeah, not terrible.
Not all bad, I guess.
Yeah, for the most part. And then, Berg, let's go down that road and hit the block over here. I'll put a little muddy spot so you know where to start. Just go down the hill, and we'll go that way.
Down?
Just for fun.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try to smooth this out so we can get up here, but I don't know how that's gonna
Just
go.
take these trees with me then.
Oh,
What do you want me to
frick.
do?
Whatever you want. Anything you want. Just do it. I never have tasks for anybody. I just say jump in something and break it.
Drive like
Break
you
it.
stole it.
Yeah, drive it like
That's
you stole it.
Yeah, just had a grapple of logs explode all over the place.
Nice.
That's
Welcome to
always
Farming
nice.
Sim. Welcome to logging in FS19. In fact, if your logs aren't exploding all over the place, then you're probably something must be going wrong.
Yeah.
Didn't
Something,
you guys-
bad,
didn't-
something really bad is about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Did
yeah,
you guys
prepare.
know that?
Get
Did
ready.
you guys know that's exactly how it goes in real life?
Yeah, exactly. They just
Right.
blow right out of there.
No, if the log ain't flying,
You
that's
can't
good.
break them, man. You can't break them with the grapples.
I made a
you
real.
ever
Oh
seen-
man, that's really.
Heck
that's
yeah,
bad.
you can.
Well,
Ah.
That's one thing I wish you could do on this game.
Yeah, snap them. Oh,
Alright.
especially like when you're bunching and you get them pinned against a tree. Sometimes it'd just be like, twist, break the top off, call it good.
Yeah.
But in this game, it's just like, oh no, you have unobtainium wood, so it just unbreakable. You're toast. What were you thinking? Well, whatever. There's sort of
One
a
thing I
bad
do
hill.
like
Good
about-
luck.
One thing I do like about Lumberjack Simulators, physics is pretty decent. It just needs a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a long way to get to here. That's for sure.
Oh man.